The moment he sees you, something changes. It's instant. Before you even speak, before you even notice him looking, his eyes lock in, his posture shifts, and there's a spark he can't hide, even if he tries. When a man is truly turned on, attraction hits fast and hard. It's not planned. It's not calculated. It's instinct. In this video, you'll discover the 5 undeniable signs he's instantly turned on the second he sees you. Watch until the end, because the last sign is the one reaction men can never fake. And if you want to master the psychology of attraction, subscribe and stay with me. The first sign happens in his eyes, and it happens instantly. Before his mind has time to filter his reaction, before he can remind himself to stay calm or act normal, his eyes reveal everything. When a man is suddenly turned on by seeing you, his eyes don't just look at you, they lock onto you. It's a focused, magnetic kind of attention. It's not casual or indifferent. It's intentional, even if he doesn't consciously mean for it to be. His brain has already registered you as someone who triggers attraction, and his eyes respond automatically. You'll notice that his eye contact lasts longer than usual. Most people look at someone for a second or two before looking away, but when he's turned on by your presence, that moment stretches. He may look at you, look away briefly, and then look back again without realizing he's doing it. This repeated return of his gaze isn't random. It's driven by interest and desire. His mind is trying to process what he feels, but his eyes keep going back to the source, you. Sometimes, his pupils subtly dilate. This is something he cannot control. Pupil dilation is a natural biological response when someone sees something they like or feel drawn to. It's part of the nervous system reacting to stimulation and attraction. While you may not consciously notice the physical change, you can feel its effect. His gaze feels deeper, more intense, and more present. It creates a sense that he's not just seeing you on the surface, but fully taking you in. Another thing you may notice is that his eyes scan you briefly, but not in a disrespectful or obvious way. It's quick, almost subconscious. His brain is absorbing your presence, your energy, your appearance, and how you carry yourself. This happens because attraction is not just visual, it's emotional and instinctive. He's not analyzing you logically. He's reacting to how you make him feel in that instant. What makes this sign powerful is the emotional shift behind his eyes. When a man is truly turned on the moment he sees you, his eyes soften and intensify at the same time. There's warmth, curiosity, and focus all mixed together. He becomes more present. Even if he was distracted before, his attention now centers on you. It's as if, in that moment, everything else fades slightly into the background. You might also notice a moment of surprise in his expression. This happens when attraction hits unexpectedly. His eyebrows may lift slightly, or his eyes widen for a brief second. This micro-expression happens before he has time to control it. It's his nervous system reacting in real time. He didn't plan to feel this way, but his body responded before his mind could intervene. Sometimes, he may quickly look away when you catch him looking. This isn't disinterest, it's the opposite. When attraction feels strong, it can make him suddenly self-aware. He doesn't want to be too obvious. He may worry about revealing too much too soon. But the key detail is that his eyes will return again. Attraction pulls his attention back, even when he tries to redirect himself. His blinking patterns may also change. He may blink less when he's focused on you, because his brain is fully engaged in the moment. Less blinking is associated with concentration and interest. He doesn't want to miss anything. His mind and body are aligned toward you, even if he hasn't spoken yet. There's also a difference in the emotional quality of his gaze. When attraction is absent, eye contact feels neutral and brief. But when attraction is present, it feels charged. You can sense it without needing words. His eyes communicate interest, curiosity, and a kind of silent pull. It creates a subtle tension, a connection that exists even in silence. This happens because visual attraction is one of the fastest triggers of desire in the human brain. The brain processes visual information in milliseconds, and emotional responses follow immediately after. By the time he consciously realizes he's attracted to you, his body has already reacted. His eyes simply reveal what's already happening internally. What makes this sign especially meaningful is that it cannot be easily faked. Eye contact driven by genuine attraction has a natural intensity and consistency. It's not forced or exaggerated, it's spontaneous. His attention keeps returning to you because his brain associates your presence with positive emotional and physical stimulation. Even in a crowded room, this sign stands out. He may be surrounded by other people, engaged in conversations, or focused on something else, but the moment he sees you, his attention shifts. His eyes find you. And once they do, they don't forget where you are. He becomes more aware of your movements, your presence, and your energy. This doesn't mean he will always act immediately. Attraction and action are different things. He may remain quiet or composed. He may try to maintain control over his behavior. But his eyes reveal the truth before his words ever do. They show that something inside him has been activated, something instinctive, something real. In many ways, the eyes are the first doorway to attraction. They reflect emotional truth faster than any other part of the body. And when a man is instantly turned on the moment he sees you, his eyes are the first place where that truth becomes visible. The second sign appears in his body before he even realizes it himself. The moment he sees you, his posture changes. It's subtle but powerful. His body naturally straightens, his shoulders pull back slightly, and he becomes more physically aware of himself. This isn't something he plans. It happens automatically because attraction activates his nervous system and makes him want to present himself in the strongest, most confident way possible. When a man is instantly turned on, his body shifts from relaxed and casual to alert and engaged. If he was leaning casually before, he may suddenly sit upright. If he was slouching, he corrects it. His chest opens, his spine straightens, and his physical presence becomes more intentional. This happens because attraction triggers a subconscious desire to appear more masculine, more capable, and more noticeable to you. You may also notice that he adjusts his clothing. He might fix his shirt, straighten his sleeves, adjust his collar, or smooth his hair. These small grooming behaviors are instinctive signals. His brain is telling his body to prepare, to present the best version of himself. He wants to look right in your presence, even if he doesn't consciously think about why he's doing it. Another important detail is the direction his body faces. When a man is drawn to you, his torso naturally turns toward you. Even if he's talking to someone else, his body begins to orient in your direction. This is because the body follows interest. His subconscious is aligning him physically with the person who has captured his attention. It's a quiet but powerful signal of where his focus truly is. His muscles may also appear slightly more tense, but not in a negative way. It's a form of alertness. Attraction activates adrenaline, which prepares the body for action. His movements may become more deliberate. He becomes more aware of how he stands, how he moves, and how he appears. This heightened awareness exists because your presence has shifted his internal state. Sometimes he may take a deeper breath. This happens because attraction increases heart rate and oxygen demand. His body responds naturally by expanding his chest and breathing more deeply. This can make his voice sound slightly stronger or more controlled if he speaks. Even his breathing reflects the internal impact of seeing you. You might also notice that he tries to position himself closer to you without making it obvious. He may step slightly nearer, find a reason to stand within your space, or remain physically present in your area longer than necessary. This isn't accidental. His body is drawn toward the source of attraction, and proximity allows him to feel more connected to you. His hands can also reveal this shift. He may place them on his hips, adjust his watch, or briefly touch his face or hair. These gestures often appear when someone becomes more self-aware and alert. His nervous system is active, and his body expresses that energy through small, unconscious movements. Another powerful aspect of this sign is stillness. Sometimes, instead of moving more, he becomes momentarily still. This happens because his brain is processing the sudden emotional and physical impact of seeing you. His attention becomes focused, and his body pauses as his mind catches up to the feeling of attraction. Even the way he walks can change. If he moves near you, his walk may become more controlled, more confident, or slightly slower. He becomes more intentional with his movements. This happens because attraction increases self-consciousness. He is aware, on some level, that you can see him, and his body responds accordingly. What makes this sign so meaningful is that it happens without effort. He is not trying to impress you consciously. His nervous system is simply reacting to your presence. Attraction creates a biological response that prepares him physically and emotionally. His posture reflects that shift before his words ever do. This response is rooted in deep human instinct. When someone feels drawn to another person, their body naturally tries to appear stronger, more confident, and more open. It's a form of nonverbal communication that signals interest and readiness for connection. His body aligns with his feelings automatically. You may also sense a change in his energy. Even without touching or speaking, his physical presence feels more focused. He becomes more engaged with the environment, but especially with you. His awareness sharpens, and his body reflects that heightened state. This sign often happens in seconds. The moment he sees you, his relaxed state disappears and is replaced by alertness and intention. It's not forced. It's instinctive. His body is responding to attraction in real time, and the most revealing part is consistency. This change in posture and presence happens repeatedly when he sees you. It's not a one-time coincidence. It's a pattern driven by genuine attraction. His body reacts because, on a deeper level, your presence activates something inside him. Before he speaks, before he smiles, before he makes any conscious decision, his body has already answered the question. The third sign appears in how his attention becomes completely locked onto you, even when he tries to hide it. The moment he sees you, his focus shifts in a way that's difficult for him to control. It's as if his mind naturally prioritizes you over everything else around him. This doesn't mean he will always stare openly. Sometimes it's more subtle. But his awareness of you becomes constant. You may notice that even when he's engaged in something else, he keeps checking for you. His eyes move in your direction again and again. It's not random. His brain has identified you as someone important in that moment, and his attention keeps returning to you automatically. This is because attraction activates the brain's reward system. Your presence creates a sense of emotional and physical stimulation, and his mind wants more of that feeling. Even if he's talking to someone else, part of his awareness stays with you. He may glance at you briefly while pretending to stay focused on the conversation he's in. His attention is divided, but you hold the stronger pull. This happens because attraction creates mental priority. His subconscious mind keeps monitoring you, your movements, and your presence. Sometimes, he may pause what he's doing the moment he sees you. If he was using his phone, he may stop scrolling. If he was speaking, he may hesitate briefly. This pause happens because his brain needs a moment to process the sudden emotional reaction he feels. Attraction interrupts his normal flow of attention. Another revealing detail is how quickly he notices your movements. If you change position, enter a room, or walk nearby, he becomes aware of it almost instantly. He may not react dramatically, but you can sense that he knows you're there. His awareness of you is heightened compared to others around him. His listening behavior also changes. If you speak, even in a group setting, he becomes more attentive. His focus sharpens. He hears you more clearly, remembers your words more easily, and responds more quickly. This happens because attraction increases cognitive engagement. His brain is more alert to anything connected to you. You may also notice that he positions himself in places where he can see you easily. He may choose a seat that faces you or stand in an area where you remain within his line of sight. This positioning isn't always conscious. His body naturally aligns with his attention. He wants visual access to you because your presence stimulates his emotional and physical interest. Another important part of this sign is how his expression changes when he looks at you. His face becomes more engaged, more alive. Even small details, like a slight lift of his eyebrows or a softening of his expression, reveal that his attention carries emotional weight. He's not just looking casually, he's looking with intention, even if he doesn't realize it. This level of attention also affects his awareness of your reactions. He notices how you respond to things. He becomes sensitive to your expressions, your tone, and your mood. His brain is gathering information because attraction naturally increases curiosity and emotional investment. Sometimes, he may try to hide this attention by looking away quickly when you notice him. But the pattern continues. He looks again later. This repeated cycle shows that his interest is persistent. His mind keeps returning to you. Even when he tries to appear neutral, his reaction time around you may also change. He responds faster when you speak to him. He becomes more alert when you're near. This heightened responsiveness happens because his nervous system is activated. Attraction creates a state of readiness, preparing him to engage with you. Even in silence, this attention creates a kind of invisible connection. You may feel it without words. His presence feels more focused, more aware. This is because his mental energy is directed toward you. This sign is powerful because attention is one of the clearest indicators of attraction. People naturally give their attention to what they value and desire. When a man is instantly turned on the moment he sees you, his attention follows automatically. He doesn't need to force it. It happens on its own. His brain releases chemicals associated with pleasure and motivation when he sees someone he's attracted to. These chemicals reinforce his focus, making him more aware of you and more interested in your presence. His attention becomes both emotional and physical. This doesn't mean he will always act immediately. He may remain quiet, observing rather than approaching. But his attention reveals what he feels internally. It shows that you have captured his interest in a way that goes beyond casual awareness. Over time, this focused attention often becomes consistent. Each time he sees you, his mind responds in the same way. His awareness shifts, his focus sharpens, and his attention returns to you again and again. Before he speaks, before he makes any move, his attention has already chosen you. The fourth sign appears in his nervous system, and you can see it in the subtle tension and restlessness that enters his body the moment he sees you. Attraction doesn't always make a man calm. Often, it does the opposite. It activates him. It creates a surge of energy that his body must release somehow. This is why, when he is instantly turned on by you, he may begin to show small, restless movements that reveal his internal state. These movements can be very subtle. He may adjust his watch, touch his face, run his fingers through his hair, or shift his weight from one foot to another. These behaviors are not random. They are physical expressions of heightened awareness. His nervous system has become more active, and his body is responding to the sudden emotional and physical stimulation. This happens because attraction increases adrenaline. Adrenaline prepares the body for action. It sharpens awareness, increases heart rate, and creates physical alertness. But when he is not immediately acting on that attraction, the energy has nowhere to go. So it appears in small gestures and movements. You may also notice that his hands become more active. He may rub his palms together, adjust his sleeves, or briefly touch his neck. The neck, in particular, is a sensitive area connected to vulnerability and emotional exposure. When he touches it, it often reflects a subconscious awareness of his own feelings. His body is reacting to the emotional intensity of the moment. Another important detail is how he shifts his position when you are near. He may move slightly closer, then pause, or he may change his stance repeatedly, trying to find a position that feels right. This is because attraction creates both desire and nervousness. He feels drawn toward you, but he is also aware of the emotional risk of being seen and possibly rejected. His breathing may also change. It can become slightly deeper or less steady. This happens because his heart rate has increased. His body is in a more activated state, and his breathing adjusts accordingly. Even if he appears calm on the surface, his internal physiology has shifted. Sometimes, he may briefly freeze instead of moving more. This freeze response happens when attraction feels intense and unexpected. His brain pauses momentarily as it processes the emotional impact of seeing you. This stillness is not indifference. It is the opposite. It is his nervous system reacting to something meaningful. You may also notice that he becomes more aware of his appearance. He may fix his hair again, adjust his posture repeatedly, or check his clothing. This grooming behavior is instinctive. His brain is preparing him for potential interaction. He wants to appear composed and attractive in your presence. His voice, if he speaks, may also reveal subtle tension. It may sound slightly deeper, more controlled, or even slightly less steady at first. This happens because his nervous system is active, and he is managing both emotional excitement and self-awareness at the same time. Another revealing sign is how quickly he reacts to your presence. Even small sounds or movements from you capture his attention immediately. His nervous system is tuned in. He is more sensitive to anything connected to you. These restless behaviors happen because attraction creates internal conflict. Part of him feels drawn toward you. Another part of him wants to maintain control and avoid appearing too obvious. This internal tension creates physical expressions that leak through his movements. Even if he tries to remain still, the energy often appears somewhere. It may be in his hands, his posture, his breathing, or his small adjustments. His body cannot remain completely neutral because his nervous system has already shifted into a state of heightened awareness. This reaction is deeply human. It reflects vulnerability. Attraction exposes emotional openness, and the body responds by becoming more alert and reactive. His movements reveal that something inside him has changed. You may also sense this through the atmosphere around him. His presence feels more intense, more focused. He becomes more aware of himself and of you. This awareness creates a subtle tension that exists even without words. Importantly, this sign cannot be fully controlled. He may try to appear calm and composed, but his nervous system operates automatically. His body expresses what he feels before his mind can fully regulate it. This tension is not weakness. It is a sign of genuine attraction. It shows that your presence has affected him on a deeper level. His nervous system has recognized you as someone significant in that moment. And even if he says nothing, even if he remains quiet, his body reveals the truth. The small movements, the subtle restlessness, and the quiet tension all point to one reality. The moment he saw you, something inside him became alive. The final sign appears in the way his entire emotional presence shifts toward you, creating a subtle but undeniable pull. The moment he sees you, he becomes more aware, more alive, and more connected to the space you occupy. It's not just about where he looks or how he stands, it's about how his energy aligns with yours. His attention, his body, and his emotional state all begin to move in your direction. One of the clearest parts of this sign is how he becomes fully present. Before he saw you, his mind may have been elsewhere. He may have been distracted, relaxed, or emotionally neutral. But the instant you enter his awareness, something changes. He becomes sharper, more focused, more conscious of every detail. This shift happens because attraction activates the brain's alert system. His mind recognizes you as someone important, and his entire system responds. You may notice that his facial expression softens slightly while also becoming more intense. His face reflects emotional openness mixed with desire. This combination creates a unique look, one that carries warmth, curiosity, and silent interest. His expression may hold longer than usual, as if he's absorbing the moment rather than rushing past it. Another powerful detail is how he unconsciously mirrors you. If you move, he may adjust his position. If you lean slightly, he may do the same moments later. This mirroring happens because attraction creates subconscious synchronization. His nervous system is aligning with yours without deliberate effort. It's a biological response that reflects connection and interest. His awareness of you remains constant, even when he is not directly interacting with you. He knows where you are. He senses when you move. His attention returns to you repeatedly, as if guided by instinct. This happens because your presence has become a focal point in his environment. There is also a quiet anticipation in his behavior. He may seem ready, as if waiting for something, even if nothing specific has been said. His body remains slightly alert, prepared for the possibility of interaction. This readiness reflects emotional and physical attraction working together. You may also notice that he becomes more emotionally responsive. If you smile, his expression may change immediately. If you speak, he becomes more attentive. His reactions become faster and more engaged. This responsiveness happens because attraction increases emotional sensitivity. Your actions have a stronger impact on him than others do. Another revealing aspect is how he maintains proximity whenever possible. He may find reasons to remain near you or position himself within your space. This isn't always obvious or intentional. His body naturally seeks closeness because attraction creates a desire for connection. His movements around you may also become more deliberate. He becomes aware of how he walks, how he stands, and how he presents himself. This heightened self-awareness exists because he knows, on some level, that your perception matters to him. Sometimes there is also a moment of hesitation. Attraction creates vulnerability. He may pause before acting, unsure whether to approach or remain where he is. This hesitation reflects the emotional significance of the moment. He is not indifferent. He is affected. His breathing, posture, and attention all remain subtly aligned with you. Even without physical contact or conversation, there is a connection created by awareness and presence. His nervous system remains tuned to you. This sign is powerful because it reflects full engagement. It is not isolated to one part of his body. It involves his entire state of being. His mind, his emotions, and his physical presence all respond to you. Importantly, this response is not something he can fully control. Attraction operates on a subconscious level first. His conscious mind may try to remain neutral, but his body and emotional state reveal the truth. You may feel this without needing evidence. There is a difference in the atmosphere. His presence feels more focused, more intentional, more connected to you. This happens because attraction is not just about physical appearance. It is about emotional resonance. Something about your presence activates his nervous system in a meaningful way, even if he says nothing, even if he remains quiet. His behavior reflects a shift. His awareness remains with you. His attention returns to you. His presence aligns with you. In that moment, before words are spoken, before actions are taken, his entire being has already responded. Attraction is rarely loud in the beginning. It doesn't always arrive with words, confession,